Hey guys, this is a quick update. So the BMSs are here. I have 5 of these. This is basically I think it's the same brand of it's called the Daily BMS. It's just a different branding. Um, it's a 4S, 60 amp BMS, and yeah. So this is gonna be, I'm gonna make 4 of these, and funny enough, this actually does not quite fit. So 4S BMS. So in each of these cells, there's two actuals. In each of these compartments here, there's actually 2 cells. So I'm gonna make 4 cells is basically gonna be like about double that. So I was hoping that the lengthwise would be the same, but it's gonna be really close. And I don't. Yeah, well, I'm probably just gonna put a little extra layer of wood on top of it so that this sits actually flush with the side of the BMS. So I want to mount the BMS on the side of the battery because there's gonna be probably another battery on top of this, and just kind of generally where people like to mount their BMS. So remember, this is kind of the first time I'm doing the BMS. I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos about it, and this YouTube video is actually specifically on this BMS. So in terms of this BMS, so also this is a 60 amp BMS. This is a 180 amp battery, probably a little bit more. So I am throttling down the battery a little bit, which is fine, obviously for safety's sakes and no, but not. But this is supposed to be a really good BMS. It is a 60 amp BMS, which is a little bit higher than a normal 4S BMS that you can get. So I paid like 25 bucks for it. This blue wire is the battery negative, so this will go to the negative, and this is going to be your main power negative. So this will go to, and basically I also bought these. So I didn't make them myself, but these are XT90. Connector or male connectors with pigtails. So I'm going to connect the black. I'm basically solder together, combine the black here, and then the red, the positive, will go to the actual battery. So I gotta figure out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is so. So the positive's right there. So I need to make sure that everything. It'll work out. It'll work out eventually. So there's plenty of wires to make it work out. Anyway, so main battery negative. Basically, device the load negative, and then this is the BMS balance cables. Uh, this is this is black. This goes to the negative, and then the negative. This and this. I love the coloring here, by the way. Well, I guess it makes sense. These two goes to the negative, right? And then in terms of the leads, it goes in sequential order. So this basically sequential order. So the first one is first positive, second cell positive, third cell positive, and then this is uh, fourth cell, first, second, third, and then fourth cell, which is actually basically the last one. Also the discharge, positive. So, and I also bought 12.5 foot of H 8 AWG wires here for the entire build. So actually I don't even need this wire. Well, I might. Okay, it's just useful. It's not too bad. It's only like 13, 14 bucks, something like that. But anyway, so that's the update. I'm still waiting on the hole punchers or the metal punchers so that I can join these cells together. And then once I have that, I'm gonna get some electric tape as well. Uh, Wide electric tape such as this. This is like what, like about an inch and a half, 2 inches, yeah, 2 inch tape. So I need to get some 2 inch electric tape, and also the heat resistant electric tape too. And then that should be it. And I'll start building. I'll build the first cell, and I'll try to document myself building it. If it becomes too difficult, yeah, I'll probably just take my phone and just make some type of setup where I can hold the phone up, and then we can work on it together to get this done. It's about almost mid-July at the moment, so I'm hoping to get this done by the end of August. I think once I get the first, so I get once I first get the first battery, the 4S battery, 4S1P battery done, I think the other ones will go pretty quickly, and then I need to balance all of them together with like basically just a parallel wire. I don't think they should be too far apart. And after that, I'm just gonna have a guy make me. I know I need to learn this eventually. Such as the guy that sent me these things. Um, I'm just gonna have him make me uh, a series connection, basically 4-to-1 series connection XT90 with an anti-spark plug at the very end. I'm just gonna have him make it for me so that it's not too. So I don't waste my time learning how to do that, because obviously I really have a lot on my plate to do this stuff. So yeah, so that's the update. The BMSs are here. Just waiting on the hole punch, which should probably be here sometime either tomorrow or by the end of this weekend. And then next week I'll just get started and start making the first battery, and then so forth. But one of the things that I need to figure out is I need to figure out about heat. It is right now it's not so bad because it's raining, but it's damn hot outside. It's literally 90 degrees outside with humidity. Um, I need to figure out how to make sure to so people it gets really hot in the sun. Like when I'm working with like metal outside and it's in the sun all day, and once it touches my skin, it is literally burning hot. So that cannot happen with an electric bike, because if it gets that hot, right, these cells are going to blow up, right, or puff up or whatever they're going to do. They're going to blow. So I need to figure out how to minimize that. I think I need to make like a encase this in wood or like some type of plastic or something that kind of just bounces heat off. If that makes sense. It's not too critical now. I mean, the first thing to do is just to make the battery um, packs themselves, and yeah, then go from there. And also in terms of construction, you can see this is a fully enclosed cell. I'm gonna use this enclosure for the actual cell. So basically, instead of 2 pouches in here, I'll add 2 more on top of this, and put this one cover, use this cover on top, and then use these bolt holes here to bolt it down together. If that makes sense. And I'll probably need to add. See, this is most likely not. It's gonna be really close in terms of spacing. Like I like to make sure that it's flush and that it's not kind of like, you know, popping over the side, because obviously, if it pops over the side, there's a possibility it could just come off and stuff like that, or yank the wires off, which is obviously would be pretty bad if that happens. So I need to work on that. Anyway, that's the update. Hope everyone's doing well, and let's get this thing rolling.